Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Monica, and today we're doing yet another edition of the bi-weekly wishlist or washout. If you're new to my channel, or if you're I cannot speak today. If you're new to my channel, or if you have not seen the series before, what I do is every other Wednesday go through all of the new makeup releases that I see on Instagram, and I decided I'm going to be adding anything to my wish list, or if everything is a total washout. The lighting is very weird right now. I'm filming at 3 p.m. I'm filming this on MLK Day, so I do have the day off from work, and I don't normally film when it's this bright outside and the lights are it's throwing me off a little bit, but we'll work with it. We have quite a bit to go over, and I wanted to start out, before I talk about my updates, I want to first talk about the whole situation with Too Faced. So if you missed, I'm sure a lot of people here on YouTube know about it. Nikki Tutorials was forced to essentially come out as trans because someone was blackmailing her, essentially. And it's horrible. She's very brave for coming out and telling her story, but it's horrible that it wasn't on her own terms. So that's terrible, and whoever was blackmailing her is a disgusting excuse for a human being. While that was happening, or as soon as her video came out, there was an issue with the sister of Too Faced, their founder, Jared Blandino. I don't even know the sister's name, which I'm not going to give her really that much of a thought, but the two of them have had kind of a history of, like, I'm trying to say how to explain this best, like not weird, like borderline, like slightly racist, classist kind of BS. Now, nothing that I saw was directly from Jared. It seemed to be like the people around him. So, like, I think his boyfriend or his husband had that Rich Lives Matter cake, which is really insensitive, but, like, I don't know if he was really involved. Of course, he, like, co-signed on it by taking a picture with it, but I couldn't really, like, blame him for that, really, because it didn't really make that much sense. And I know the sister had a history of, like, talking shit about Nikki Tutorials ever since kind of the tea about how she was blindsided by Too Faced and, like, had a really bad deal from their collab, which is truth. They only paid her, like, $50,000 when they made over $10 million on the palette with her name on it. So that's just fact. But I never knew throughout this that I thought the sister was just, again, like a kind of sideline person related to Jared but not included in the company, and so nothing that she said could really be taken as a reflection of the company. And same with Jared. Jared was very careful to not say anything himself, but it was odd about the people that he was kind of surrounding himself with. Now, I was proven wrong about this because I found out after she posted these terrible things to her Instagram bio. I'll throw a picture up if I can find it, but she essentially posted on her Instagram bio, "Transgender, huh? That's not the only thing she's been lying about." Yeah, that's terrible. That is transphobic, horrible shit. And I didn't know until then that she actually is an employee of Too Faced. I didn't know that. I had no idea she worked for the company. So that 100% is a reflection on the company. So then I was going back and I was thinking about, Jared's history, about the sister's history, and I'm like, that is some BS. I'm not really a fan of that. But I had this soft spot because, like, some of my older favorite products were from Too Faced, and so I was like, back and forth. But after this, about the issue with Nikki and with what came out and that fact that she was an employee, and I say was because apparently she was fired. Now, I'm not going to believe that at all until, like, there's proof of some sort, but I really don't know how you could prove that. And it really just it left a really bad taste in my mouth with Jared, with the sister, with the entire company. So this is easier for me to say now because they haven't actually been doing well as a company. So this, like Smokey Glow said, it doesn't cost me any spoons to do this. I'm just not going to buy from Too Faced anymore. I only have a couple of products left. I'm going to use those up, but I'm not going to be buying anything from Too Faced. Yeah, I think there was only one palette that I really liked, which was the Sweet Peach palette, which isn't really a peachy palette, so... And then, yeah, so I mean, that's kind of where I stand with the Too Faced situation. Other than that, I have a couple just of updates, like little things I was able to pick up. I finally picked up the new putty primers from e.l.f. I have the Luminous Putty Primer and the Matte Putty Primer. I haven't tried either of those out yet, but I also picked up 3 of the putty eye primers. So I got the shade Rose, which is supposed to be, I think, kind of like a painterly dupe. I'm still thinking of MAC paint pots. I got the white shade, and then I got the shade that's supposed to be like a soft ochre dupe. So those are the three that I picked up. I used the the soft ochre dupe, and it worked pretty well. I didn't take any pictures or anything because I really wanted to test this out a little bit before I filmed it, but I liked it. It worked pretty well as an eye primer. I'm only using these as eye primers. And those are most of the updates. So let's put this away and we'll jump into the new releases. This is interesting. So the balm is actually coming out with liquid shadows. This is different because I have to say the balm has a reputation for being a brand that kind of comes out with like the same boring stuff over and over again. Not to say they're not good products. Like their Sexy Mama face powder, awesome. Their Bahama Mama bronzer and the ones named after the Oscars, that's a really great bronzer. Like they do basic products really well, but nothing really excites me from their brand. So this is something new. So they're $14 each, and they come with a couple of different shades. I'd be really interested in trying this. I think 14 is really reasonable considering the size of the product. I'm currently testing out some other liquid glittery shadows that aren't Stila. Like the one I'm wearing on my eyes today is from e.l.f. So I've got e.l.f., I've got another drugstore brand, and I got the Stila. So there's eventually going to be a video coming out comparing like the three of them and what the best maybe alternative, more affordable alternative is to the Stila glitters. Even though I love them, I do think they're pricey. But I'm really interested. I really want to try these out. So Viseart is coming out with lip oils. I fell for the hype back in the day and bought a few Viseart shadows and palettes, and honestly, they're not worth the price. They're just not. So based on that, I wouldn't really want to try anything else. They're $19 each, so they're not like incredibly expensive, but I'll just use like chapstick or the agave lip mask. I don't need a lip oil. I've never heard of this brand, but man, is this oh, I just saw the price. So what I was saying, I was gonna say this compact is beautiful. I think it's like a blush, so you swirl it and it's cute. The packaging is gorgeous, but it's limited edition, and it is $180. $180. No. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we've already talked about the Amrezy palette, but I did want to follow up that apparently Norvina tweeted out that they're not going to be releasing another palette until holiday 2020, but then immediately followed up and said, oh, but there's going to be 2 more Norvina palettes. Yeah, I feel like if I get anything from ABH, it's going to be the next holiday. So I think we're just going to, I spent a year with the brand, I panned all of Subculture, I'm going to do like a nice year, not hiatus from ABH, but just like ABH needs to take a break. So I didn't know this was a thing. Hard Candy is coming out with a whole collection, I guess in collaboration with Marilyn Monroe's estate. So there's a lot of products here. There's like a lip balm, a spray, a face serum, a lip tint, a finishing powder, a brow pencil, a body powder, and a shimmer oil. So I think it's different things. Seems to be like a lot of body things, and this isn't like the time of year to come out with like a body oil or something. It's more of like a summer or a spring release, you know? But the packaging is really cute. For me, in my experience, Hard Candy has been very hit or miss. So I wouldn't go out of my way to try and find one of these, especially since they're also like, I think, a Walmart exclusive. I don't have any good Walmarts near me. It's just like really annoying. So I can never find like any Walmart exclusive products unless I buy them online. So I really have to go out of my way to find those. So yeah, no. Cute idea though. So this kind of collab makes like a lot of sense to me. So it looks like NYX is doing a palette or collection based on the chilling adventures of Sabrina, the Netflix show. The palette looks kind of boring, but I like the packaging. And I think those lip sets are really cute because they've got like really deep grungy colors. Yeah, so the palette is kind of meh, but the lip sets are really cute. And I do think like the collab makes sense. Like if you know NYX, they come out with a lot of like school themed makeup, and like they kind of target the teen-ish demographic. God, I sound so old, but it makes sense. And so I think this is actually pretty cute. But I'm probably not gonna go out of my way to pick it up. So the new Makeup Geek releases. I was a bit confused. I thought that they were going to release like all of their new products at once. I guess it was just the eyeshadows and like lashes this time. And I know I struggle reaching for single shadows as it is. So eventually I am going to pick up, they have like pre-made mini palettes. I'm going to pick up like 1 or 2 of those eventually. I didn't pick it up during the first day. But like they've got these cute little quads of minis, so I might pick up 1 or 2 of those eventually. But what I was really interested in waiting for are like the face products. I really want a face palette or like a sampling of face products. So I'm probably gonna wait a bit on that. So Lime Crime is coming out with 2 more palettes, the Chroma and the Exposed palette, and they don't look like anything special, to be honest. I never picked up that one smoky palette that I said I was gonna pick up. I just never did. So Farsali is coming out with a new product called the Liquid Powder Oil Balancing Serum with French pink clay. If I'm being honest, I think most of Farsali is just like a gimmick. Like, you know, you do it so you can get the drippy things on Instagram and make it look all cute, but I've never seen anyone actually like fully use up a product and like it and repurchase it. Ever. I tried the Rose Gold Elixir and it was like really bad and I couldn't use it, so not a fan. BH Cosmetics came out with 3 new palettes, 1 like highlighting palette and 2 eyeshadow palettes, and honestly, like I scrolled past this pretty quickly at first and I thought these were just already existing palettes. I'm pretty sure like they already have these kind of palettes in their collection somewhere. But yeah, I guess it's part of their traveling line, so each one's named after like a place or something, but yeah, don't really need them. Of course, we can't have a BWoW without ColourPop. These, I don't know, I feel like, am I just like getting really bored, or is like each palette starting to look the same? The packaging looks gorgeous, of course. I love the way that they did the big highlighter things, but I've just heard so many bad reviews about them. Like, I don't want to pick one of them up because apparently they're just like straight up glitter. So I'm not going to go out of my way for this, but the packaging's cute. I find it a bit odd that whenever Physicians Formula comes out with like a collab, it's always just some sort of random butter palette. Which, I mean, I kind of wish they'd do something different for a collab, especially since they just released, I don't know if it's still available, but they had the entire butter collection in a single box. I picked mine up for $23, which is bananas considering how much product I have in there. But so this is a collaboration with Whaley, and it's a cute palette, but like, since I have that other palette, I own every single butter product ever. And I don't think anything in here is exclusive. Yeah, so I mean, I would like to see, like, if they were to do a collab, something different. Because it seems like it's like this same kind of cardboard box of different butter products over and over and over. So the Latte 2 palette. I forgot whose, like anti-haul or something I was watching, but they were just like, yep, just find a single of that salmon, of that yellow, and of that teal, and you're good. Because quite literally, you cover those 3 up, it's just a neutral palette. But I do like that color story of the salmon, the yellow, and the blue. It is very cute. But that's literally all there is to this palette. So I know the next, like, trendy thing has been the Blendiful by Tati, but I've already decided not to support any of those problematic big YouTubers or their brands, Tati being one of them, so I'm not going to spend how much money it is for this weird poofy thing. I'm just not. Oh, so I have another update that I totally lied about because I forgot, because I already put them into my foundation drawer. Let me get them. So I picked up the 2 new drugstore foundations I was really excited for. The first one being the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation, and I picked up the shade Soft Ivory. And then I picked up the Milani Screen Queen foundation, and I have this in the shade 120. Now, one thing I'm actually already pretty upset about is, like, this packaging is nice and you've got a pump. My pump does not work. I've been pumping this and it just started working. Yes. I literally pumped this for like 20 minutes the other day and nothing came out, and finally something just came out. It's next time something doesn't work, try filming it or showing someone, because that's when it's definitely going to work. Alright, so besides the pump being slightly finicky, I'm actually really excited to try both of these out. And I just finished, I had like 2 foundations that were almost empty, and I just finished them today. So I'm actually going to move these into my basket because I want to start testing these out this week. Alright, and then I saw this mint palette from ColourPop, and I actually kind of thought about getting it. But I really don't want to pick up any more of the like super limited edition quick ColourPop palettes because they really are only available for like a month before they get rid of them. I think their original 9-pan, the original monochromatic palettes, well, I don't even know because I really want to get the smoke one, and I'm pretty sure that's just discontinued already. So yeah, unless it's a color story that like is so different and totally out there, I don't feel the need to like pick it up because I can't recommend them to you guys because then they're no longer going to be available after a month, no matter how affordable they are, if they're just not there. Like, I don't know, I don't like the way ColourPop is going by just throwing everything at the wall and then, like, immediately discontinuing them. It seems annoying to me. Like, how are you supposed to test them out or even try to get a video out on them before they're no longer available? Alright, and a final update, I think I was finally able to talk myself out of this palette. So this is the Pillow Talk palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and I had a Sephora gift card, and I was like, I'm waiting for it to come to Sephora so I can get it. I'm so glad I didn't, because I finally went to the Charlotte Tilbury website to look at like swatches and stuff, and I saw pictures of what each trio looks like on the eye, and that's the most boring shit I've ever seen, and they don't even look that great on the eye, and I was like, oh my god, I just saved myself. They look horrible on the eye, like, and that's their official pictures. So I think I've got it out of my system. I do not need this palette. I can save my Sephora gift card for something else. Appreciate the picture and move on. So Kylie Cosmetics has released their collection called the Stormy collection. And I gotta say, it's really cute. It's like all butterflies and shit, and the palette is kind of adorable, but nothing that's really calling to me. It's very pinky purpley. I think it's adorable, but I'm not going to use it. So let us round out this video and finish up with a discussion of Kat Von D Beauty. Word came out that Kat Von D has sold all of her shares of Kat Von D Beauty, and they are renaming it to KVD Vegan Beauty. So they're not going to remove the name, which I can understand because of all the products that they already have. But because of this, because she's no longer going to be making any money from the brand, because it's under new ownership, essentially, people are debating whether or not they're going to support the brand now. For me, I think we do not have a shortage of other brands and other products we could use. There were so many people that are like, please let me know, does she have royalties? Is she getting anything? Because I can't wait to buy the tattoo liner. Like, I'm not going to wait at the door to pick up something. There's nothing that I couldn't use from another brand, quite honestly. And so I'm not gonna jump back in. The products have been shit recently anyway. I don't think it's 100% going downhill just because Kat Von D is a piece of shit human being, but I'm sure that didn't help. But yeah, I'm not gonna line up at the door to buy the brand again. There wasn't anything in there that I particularly liked, and I think it's better for me. I don't really need any more makeup. I've got plenty of makeup. But there are plenty of other brands out there. You know, we complain so much about the oversaturation in the market. Why do you need to give yourself an excuse to buy from another brand? There's plenty others. Okay, so that is everything for this edition of the BiWeekly Wishlist or Washout. Like always, let me know down below what you're most excited and most looking forward to. And next week, get excited. Next week is Declutter Week. I've been pre-filming. I filmed about half of my declutters already, so you're gonna get a video 6 days in a row. Declutter, all the declutters. It's gonna be great. You guys love Declutter Week so much last year, and I'm excited to do it again this time. So the first declutter, I believe, let me look at my calendar. It's going to be primers, foundations, concealers, and face powders. So that'll be coming up in just a few days. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye.